Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Victoria 2, Heart of Darkness, Italy. Remember when I used to play this game? It's been a while, and I do, of course, apologize for it. But you know what? We're going to get going, and we're going to see if I remember what's going on. Now, if I do remember correctly, we're in another Great War against Austria and Great Britain, and it looks like Bulgaria as well. On our side is Yugoslavia, because it apparently seems like the Austrians want to take a piece of Yugoslavia for themselves, and we're not going to let them. So let's just get our troops into nice positions. And there we go. And if we can just sort of sweep on up into Vienna, I think we'll be in a good position. If we take a look at our Yugoslavian ally, their army isn't all that big. It looks like some Jacobin rebels may have split off from it, throwing themselves against the wall of Austrians. So that's a thing. Well, hello, UK. We have a fleet of 10 cruisers up against a fleet of commerce raiders. Britain. Come now. That is exactly what's going on. The game seems to sound just a little bit quiet. I could be wrong on that, but in my head, the effects just seem a little bit quiet, so I'm gonna turn those up a bit. I don't know. Hopefully they're loud enough. Let's take you over there, and we'll keep pushing with the second to do the things. Nice and accurate. And I thought I had... Where's the third army? Ah. Out here. These, of course, are the veterans of the first the first and the second Great War. This is Great War number 3. And where is... It's the French that built that. Oh, that's actually pretty convenient, isn't it? That does seem like a rather large army to deal with. So, if we start pushing into British Africa, i.e. if I remember to do that, then we might have to look at splitting up the troops. Come at me, Britain. Try and take Haiti away from me. Bet you can't. I thought I had submarines, too. They probably got sunk somewhere. I did notice a rather large British fleet over here of 50 some odd ships. So we're just going to have to keep our eye open and make sure they don't come along to make my day a bit worse with my paltry 10 cruisers. A slowly unraveling corruption scandal in the Italian Colonial office shakes Rome, as a major newspaper publishes reports detailing an extensive network of bribes and favors designed to give certain private interests preferential treatment with regards to colonial trade and exploitation. Critics of government policy point to the relatively low wages and poor funds allotted to colonial officials as determining reasons for the scandal, while the prevailing mood in government circles seems to be that a culture of corruption within the private sector is to blame for the poor state of the colonial office. Shocker! We'll blame industry, because that's easier. Let's just go and see what we can do with this Royal Navy. A fascist newspaper has begun circulating in one of our states. The paper Italian Dawn carries fiery denunciations of everything between heaven and earth, including but certainly not limited to communists, socialists, liberals, conservatives, foreigners, minorities, women, homosexuals, capitalists, deviants, and criminals. Probably middle class. Fascism tends to appeal to the middle classes more than the poor. If we want that artillery from this to join up there, which we do, we are going to need to open up the blockade, and I don't think we'll be able to. Ah, yes, here's what I was worried about. Ironclads, light ships. I mean, there's still frigates here. So, our navy is more advanced, but it is definitely outgunned. So let's see if we can just pull these guys back into Genoa. And hope bad things don't happen. Where are you headed to? Into France? France, I'm appalled. What are you doing letting the British walk through your lands? That's just rude. I suppose maybe I should be assisting my Yugoslavian allies. And did I mobilize? I didn't. We should mobilize as well. That should make the Austrians a little nervous. First tractor in Massa. How lovely it is. The Burmese government has been toppled, and the rebels blame Italian influence as one of the primary causes of the old regime's corruption. We have lost our influence in Burma as a result, and the only question that remains is whether we wish to press our claim by force. All things being equal, I would love to do that. But we're going to have to take the prestige hit, because at the moment, we're just not able to get over there. And let's be honest, if the British happen to take Burma from us, it'll be bad news bears all around. Fixed exchange rates. You can go there. We're slowly getting our mobilization pool up. Military directionism. Lovely. We've got no new techs to research for the military. Almost aeronautics. We're, a couple of months away from that. But otherwise, we've got to wait until 1919, which is a fair ways off. So I'm thinking, let's just focus on industry. Because, we could do to boost our industry, really. And once those guys, they did go back to a naval port, right? Good. Battle of Nice. Victory over them there. Oh, why? That's useless to me. Phosphates in Pugula. There's a relatively decent sized group of conscripts, although what we will do is that. Like so. And like so. And now we've got a fairly decent stack of conscripts ready to go to the front. So we'll send them over there. We'll just slowly move our forces over. And, of course not. Hispaniola, that's Italian land. What's all this craziness? Getting rid of Hispaniola, come on. Alright, we'll just keep moving. Maybe we'll head further south. I'm a bit worried about these 80,000 Austrian troops, but I shouldn't have any problem combining enough forces to stomp them. And it looks like our Yugoslav ally is actually doing some good work over there. So if the Yugoslavians can focus on wearing down some of that military, we can focus on wearing down some of this military. We can also, I hope, there you are. Not going well enough yet. Well, how is the war going? We seem to be doing fairly well. Oops. Let's take a look at what our people want. Jingoism, well, we can't do that. Some standards. For pollution, I'm guessing? Alright, let's keep Italy beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take you and get you moving, because you're basically ready to hit the front lines here. And actually, we'll send you north and see if we can capture Vienna with the 8th Army. Look at me, I'm just doing this incredibly inefficiently. I guess we'll go Zagreb. And we'll move you there. Humiliate the Russian Empire. We... probably not. Probably not at the moment. We'll send you all the way up over there. And how is our mobilization looking? We're 50% mobilized. So that's good, you know? I mean, sure, the British have a blockade up, but they're really not able to do much, and they're not landing any troops in Italy, aside from that one stack that we pretty much took care of, although they're probably licking their wounds in France at the moment. Newly arrived immigrants in our provinces are finding it hard to assimilate into the broader Italian populace, and many among the local population have come to view them as an alien presence. Immigrants live in separate areas of the city, go to separate schools and shops, and generally have very little contact with the extended community. We will force them to integrate if we have to. Come on, we're almost at the border with Yugoslavia, which is good, because soon here our Italian armies should be able to start helping our allies out. International monetary exchange rates. Well, doesn't that just sound thrilling? Let's charge in there. We should have no problems whatsoever taking care of that little stack, and then we'll take the bigger stack and send them down to help out our allies to the south. And that should hopefully turn the tide. I don't know the makeup of the Yugoslavian troops, but they've left. Aha! I see what's going on here. Okay, let's get these guys moving. What is our combat width looking? At least we're in mountains. So there's that. It should be pretty even. And provided we've got the better military, we should be able to at least hold the Austrians there. Oh, I see the game plan here. Well, joke's on you, gentlemen. Let's balance this shiz. Let's see what the King Empire wants. You want... Sure, we'll go to war with Mongolia. I don't think that will actually be any sort of fighting. We can take you and start marching you up. We'll take you and take care of that British Expeditionary Force while we send those guys over here. Although that land has been recaptured, but it's going to be good to keep those guys close by just in case we need to send them down. And we could probably do, once this army arrives, to do a little bit of a military cycle. As you can see, the first army here has taken a bit of a beating. Well, actually, with the conscripts here, yeah, we can definitely do this. Just want to make sure, I mean, we've got numerical superiority. I don't want to pull troops out yet. You stay... No, you keep going. And you should probably start moving... where? I guess Graz would be okay. It's a little bit away from the front, though. Maybe we'll send you there. And in fact, what we should do is just that. Yeah, that's gonna work. There we go. Assembly line done. That was quick. Still nothing for the army. I guess we could start going for the navy. Ooh, a drop in war exhaustion. That would probably be a good idea. So let's do that. And we've got another army sitting ready to go, so we'll send them into Graz, and that should be 100%. Tensions in Bulgaria. We will assert our position. We're not about to go to war with the Russians anytime soon. This fight, I don't know. We need some more reinforcements, but I don't really have any spare troops at the moment. Not within close proximity, anyway. I should have cycled that one unit out. Because then at least they would be recharging? That's not really the right term. Replacing their losses. So we'll send you in. Because that's going to be 33,000 fresh troops. And then we will take the first army, who's almost down to nothing, out. And we're still able to keep quite a large difference in troops. A little more Austrians have just flooded in. But they are dying, and we do have an advantage in artillery, which I feel at this stage of the war is going to be more important than an advantage in cavalry. So, yay for us. We got this guy who's ready to go. And of course, we've got the usual annoying single units reclaiming land that'll take forever. But, you know, what are you going to do? Well, we may be at war with quite a few great powers, including Mongolia. We will host a lavish expedition and a national conference to get some research points up in here. Get our social alienation researched. It's critical technology. And with us on the doorsteps of Vienna, how is this war not going well enough yet? I mean, this is crazy. We're winning, I'm pretty sure. An assassin has struck at our monarch while he was on his whistle-stop tour. We definitely seem to be winning this war. Right? Or does that need to go the other direction? Maybe it needs to go... I guess Yugoslavia is fairly occupied. But... Zagreb. There. Whew, you took a beating, didn't you? New store in Ferrara. I'm just going to let these guys recuperate for now. And this battle is still raging. What do we got here? What do people want? Acceptable pensions. There you go. Have fun with it. And that should be that. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. This is turning around again? I guess when they're rolling 7s and we're rolling 0s, it's bound to happen. So we'll just throw the first army back in. And probably pull the 4th out. Okay, they've made contact. We'll take the 4th army and pull you guys out for a little R&R. The idea of isolating offenders and breachers of the public peace from society in general is probably as old as time itself. Many classical systems of justice included banishment from the realm as a last resort type of punishment, reserved for serious crimes and offenses, and such punishment was not seldom considered worse than a death penalty. With the growth of the European colonial empires during the 18th and 19th century, these ideas received a modern incarnation in the form of the penal colony, with renowned, or infamous, examples being the British colony at Botany Bay and the French Devil's Island in French Guiana. Since Italy occupies several territories that would be well suited for such a purpose, perhaps we ourselves should consider establishing such institution. Sure, a little bit of prestige. I like prestige. It helps the world remember that we are a great power. Whew, the 10th Army could definitely do with a little bit of a break. Damn you, Copenhagen. Are you guys ready to fight? Not really. You guys are ready to fight, though. So if we smash in to what remains of that... Oh, no need to. They fled. So let's take these guys and send them back that way. We'll take this unit, which is still fairly functioning, and send them that way. Whoa! What's going on? France has declared war on us as well. Lovely. So, it's France, the Ottoman Empire, Norway, Krakow, and Tunis against Italy, Japan, China, Romania, Yugoslavia, Egypt, Kalat, a bunch of my territories, including Venezuela and Argentina. Thank you guys for joining in. And they just want Savoy back, do they? Well, now we're fighting a two-front war against France. We don't really... Oh, the UK has shown up with 66,000 men over there as well. Lovely! We're not gonna win this. So let's end the war, sell out Venezuela, or not Venezuela, Yugoslavia. So we can shift our forces back. Now we'll move that guy there, and then I've got to go through and find where is that army that would be short a piece of artillery. Not that one. So we'll get you moving over here. We can't... Okay, with all of my, well, most of my armies in Yugoslavia, I'm able to get one of them home? So why are you allowed to travel through Austria, but you're not? Okay, well, let's get as many of these units home as I can. You guys can travel through. You're not even standing in Austria and you can travel through. But you guys are stuck forever in Yugoslavia. Well, not forever. I'm just going to need to build up a massive transport fleet to ship them out. That's ridiculous. Okay. What's the average size of a unit here? It's going to be 12. Where are my transports? There they are. Europe. 1, 2, well, I guess we'll go for the 50s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Where have I got my fleet rally point set? Palmero, no. You guys are gonna go to Ravenna. Right. Okay. Well, at least we'll be able to get them going. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, I don't want to have all my armies standing where they will be taking... Wow, you guys took some serious losses. Where they're going to be taking heavy losses. So, let's see what kind of conscript force I can get up there. 24 transports, eh, France? Oh, well, now you've got a real fleet, and I'm probably going to wind up dead. Yes. Ironclads and commerce raiders. Well, that's annoying. Mechanized farming. Lovely. Where are you, France? Let's do this. Okay, we'll send you there. And oh, wow, okay. 78,000 French troops. Well, a stack of 78 along with that ridiculousness. Well, with my soldiers stuck in Yugoslavia, I really don't see myself getting out of this. And with the French Navy sailing around, I really don't see any of my transports actually making it to Ravenna. Hopefully I'm wrong. But this is just insane. How's our combat width there? Not so great. We'll get our reinforcements in and hopefully fight off the French. Our athletes are victorious. That's lovely and wonderful. Okay, so what is it that they want out of this war? They just want Savoy. Although I'm sure that will change. Alright, our first transport is done. Let's see if we can get them sailed over there. Who are you? Germany, you're neutral. Good. What do we got? Who is that? Is that the Ottomans? That is not the Ottomans. What communist nation am I fighting against? Tunis! Alright, well that's just unfortunate. Let's see if we can do something like that. Although I'm convinced that this transport is just going to sink. 2 frigates, though. Really, a steamship should be able to sail away from 2 frigates. Yeah, like those freaking Italian or French battleships? Doesn't look like it. It looks like it's just a bunch of transports. So those, but we don't have battleships. Those must be cruisers, I guess. Outshone at the World's Fair. Well, damn, we were really outshone. Italian libertines. The libertine culture in Italy has drawn criticism with news of a scandal that reaches to the very heights of government. Several ministers are accused of unsavory dealings, and there are calls in Rome for the government to support religious groups in their calls for moderation and temperance. Sure. Let's do that. To prevent them, I see you coming. Let's move in. And what do people want? Acceptable minimum wages. That does make sense. There we go. Bay of Naples. Our transport ship lost, unfortunately. Let's see. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. Military hospitals and war exhaustion, that would probably be a good idea to research. Especially considering it's an 1866 tech. So, Bologna's been electrified. Alright. Have we just stopped production on all transport ships? You've got to be freaking kidding me. I mean, look at the forces I've got just sitting here. Unable to move. And I'm not going to be able to suck up to Austria enough to get that up. They're just freaking laughing their asses off watching Italy get stormed by the French while we have, 3 units of conscripts to fight them off. And I'm sure that's turned negative for us. Yeah, we've got 8 ironclads to deal with now. So they'll just head back to port. Well, at least we're not losing any cruisers. That's a good thing. What the hell am I going to do? I don't think I have much of a choice. Without being able to get my troops over, we're just going to have to give that land back to France. Okay, French lands according to our peace treaty with France. That's fine. They've got all that back. We can now demobilize. There we go. Hopefully, we can start getting some steamer transports built up. We should be free to send them up to Ravenna now. And then we can just start slowly shifting people home. What? We're at war with Bulgaria as well? Is this a completely different war? It is. Okay, well... at least we got this going on. So we got some Bulgarian patriots. We'll go take care of them. We'll send you over, and we'll send you over. Actually, you can go here. And where's my transport ship? Instead, you'll go to Rome. And load up. You've only got 1 artillery too. Sure, we'll go with the non-prestige loss. Alright, so it looks like we need to build another unit of artillery and another unit of infantry to balance things out, which is a little annoying. Psychoanalysis. Sure. Although aeronautics would probably be a good idea. So we'll do that. See if we can get some Italian airplanes on the go. And why don't... Yay! Our cruisers did something good and we didn't lose any of them. So let's send you over there to rest and repair. And we'll send you into Sofia. And we should be able to at least win 1 war. Granted, it's the war against Bulgaria, but still, you know what, at least it's a victory. And I haven't lost my ability to train troops, it looks like. So I'm guessing none of those wars that I was involved with were actually great wars, which is good. So let's get you guys moving over there. And what else can we do? We might as well start pushing into Bulgaria itself. We do have, well, we've got revolutions in Yugoslavia. We're taking care of those, don't you worry. But I think this is going to have to be where I leave the video for today. So let's go ahead, give this a good old-fashioned save. And come on, there we go. It wasn't a good few weeks or months for Italy, but it wasn't necessarily a devastating few weeks or months for Italy, so things are going as they're going. Thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.